Assalamualaikum. Yeah, good morning, students. Today I'm going to recapitulate the topic human circulatory system. In last video, I have explained you about the component of circulatory system that was blood. Now, in today's class, I will explain you about the heart and blood vessels. This is human heart. Okay, a human heart is located in the chest cavity, and the size of human heart is like a closed fist. If you close your fist, you will find this is the size of your heart. A human heart is divided by the septum. You can see here, this is the septum. This septum divides the human heart into the two parts, that is the left and right. Okay, so heart is divided into the two parts, left and right, and it is divided like two parts, left and right, and four chambers. The upper two chambers are called atria, and down two chambers are called ventricles. So here you can see the upper two chamber, this one and this one. This is the atrium. Okay, right side it is right atrium, left side it is the left atrium. So upper chambers are called the atrium and the down chambers are called the ventricle. So here you can see the right ventricle and left ventricle. So a human heart has been divided into the four chambers. Clear? Two atrium and two ventricles. Now, what is the function of atrium? Atrium is receiving the blood. Okay, the blood is coming to the atrium, then it is going to the ventricle. And the function of ventricle, it push the blood or pump the blood to the parts of the body. Now, right atrium or right part receives the deoxygenated blood, and left part receives the oxygenated blood. Now, what is the mean by oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood? Oxygenated blood means the blood which is rich in oxygen. Okay, and deoxygenated blood means the blood which is rich in carbon dioxide. Understood, students? So, oxygenated blood is coming to the left part and deoxygenated blood is coming to the right part. Understood? Now, what is present between this right atrium and ventricle or left atrium and ventricle? There are the valves are present. The valves are present between the atrium and ventricle. You can see here the tricuspid valve. Okay, so this bicuspid valve and tricuspid valves are present between atrium and ventricle. What is the function of this valve? What is the necessity? Here, when the blood comes to the atrium, then it comes to the ventricle. When one time the ventricle is filled with the blood, the valve will be closed. So what would happen? The backflow of the blood will not be there. Clear? One time from atrium when the blood come to the ventricle, then the valve will be closed. Understood, students? So you can see here the valves are present between the atrium and ventricle. Now, what happened? How the blood comes? The first thing you can see here, this is vena cava. Vena cava is the largest vein. This vena cava further divided into the veins, and then the veins is divided into the last, it is divided into the capillaries and then reach into each and every cell. From there they are collecting the deoxygenated blood and bringing to the heart. So through the vena cava, the deoxygenated blood comes to the right atrium. Clear? The blood comes to the right atrium. Then this blood is going to the right ventricle. Clear? From right ventricle, it is going through the pulmonary artery. Pulmonary, when the term pulmonary is coming, it means that it is related to the lungs. So, From right ventricle through the pulmonary artery, it is going to the lungs. Clear? Means the deoxygenated blood is going to the lungs. Now what happened to the lung in the lungs? In the lungs, what happened? The exchange of gases take place. The carbon dioxide is going to the alveoli, and through the alveoli then it is releasing, means it is breathed out. Then oxygen is coming to the blood, means now the blood is oxygen rich, and this blood then bring back to the heart by the pulmonary veins. Pulmonary artery carry the deoxygenated blood, pulmonary veins carry the oxygenated blood. It is bringing it to the left atrium. Through the left atrium, it is going to the left ventricle, and then through the left ventricle, it is through the aorta going to the each and every part. Means aorta is the main artery, and this aorta is divided into the arteries. Then arteries further divided into the last that is the capillaries, and reaching to each and every cell. Understood, students? Again, I am explaining you fast. A human heart. A human heart is a muscular organ. The main function of heart is to the pump the blood. It is a component of circulatory system. Human heart is divided by a septa into the two parts, left and right. In the right part, there is deoxygenated blood. In the left part, there is oxygenated blood. Clear? Upper two chambers of the heart is known as atrium, and the down two chambers are known as ventricle. Between the atrium and ventricle, the valves are present. These valves prevent the backflow of the blood. Clear? Now, how the circulation take place? The superior vena cava bring the deoxygenated blood to the heart and pour into the right atrium. Through the right atrium, it is coming to the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, it is by the pulmonary artery carried to the lungs. There exchange of gases take place and the blood become oxygenated. That oxygenated blood is bring back to the heart by pulmonary vein. It is poured into the left atrium. Through the left atrium, it is coming to the left ventricle, and through the aorta, it is going to the all parts of the body. So I hope students you understood the structure of heart also, as well as how the circulation of blood take place. Clear? One more important question is coming over here, that here you can see in human heart the blood is coming twice. One from all the parts of the body to the heart, then from the lungs again it is coming to the heart. Means the blood is in a one cycle, it is coming to the heart twice. So this type of circulation is known as double circulation. Clear? In one simple cycle of the in one single cycle, the blood comes to the heart twice. It is called double circulation. Now the next last component of the circulatory system, that is blood vessels. The blood vessels means the pipe-like structures. Mainly we can divide them into the three parts: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries are the blood vessels which carry the blood away from the heart. Okay, and veins are the blood vessels which carry the blood to the heart, which they bring veins bring the blood to the hearts. Artery carries the oxygenated blood, as it is carrying the blood away from the heart, means it is carrying actually the oxygenated blood and taking to the every cell. When they bring the blood to the heart, means they are bringing the deoxygenated blood to the heart. Clear? Here exception is there, that is pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein. All arteries carry the blood that is oxygen rich, but the pulmonary artery carry deoxygenated blood to the lungs, and pulmonary vein carry oxygenated blood to the heart. These are the exception in the arteries and vein. One more difference is coming between arteries and vein. That is, artery carry as artery take the blood away from the heart, means the wall of artery has to tolerate more pressure. The heart is pumping the blood and it uh, exert the pressure on the wall of artery. So that's why the wall of arteries are thicker than the veins. Veins are just bringing blood to the heart. So the and the second thing, in the wall of arteries there are no valves are present as they are carrying the oxygenated blood. But in the veins, it is the valves are present in the veins. Why the valves are present in the veins? Because it prevents the backflow of the deoxygenated blood. Clear? So I'm explaining you the difference between artery and vein. Artery carry the blood away from the heart. Veins bring the blood to the heart. Artery carry oxygenated blood. Veins carry deoxygenated blood. The walls of arteries are thick. The walls of vein are thin. Arteries do not have valve, V-A-L-V-E, and veins have wall. Understood? Now, what are capillaries? The arteries, and these are divided into the very minute blood vessels, not cells here, blood vessels. And these minute blood vessels are known as capillaries, which is reaching to each and every cells. Clear? So the blood capillaries are the minute blood vessels, which is very thin blood vessels, and it is reaching to each and every cell. Understood, students? So our circulatory system over, and some important question from these two question, that heart and blood vessel, which is frequently asked in the board exams. The first one is coming, that is the diagram of the heart, either, or the labeling of the heart diagram. Then the question is arising, that is, what is the function of, it can come, the function of heart means the it pumps the blood to all parts of the body, but sometimes it is subdivided. That can be asked in this way, what is the function of right atrium, what is the function of left atrium, which is the largest artery, which one is the largest vein, okay, which artery carry the deoxygenated blood, which vein carry the oxygenated blood. So in this way the small questions are also coming, that I explain you in this video. Then from blood vessel, the important question is coming, that is mostly I have seen, that is the differences between the arteries and vein. Then one more question is arising, that is why the arteries wall are thicker than the vein. So answer is, the arteries walls are thicker than vein because the wall of artery has to tolerate more pressure of the heart, the blood pressure of the, which is the pressure exerted as the heart is pumping the blood, the pressure is exerting on the wall of artery. So that's why the wall are thicker. Then why do the veins have the walls? Why the walls are present in the veins, or what is the importance of this wall? So the answer is, the walls present in the vein prevent the backflow of the blood. Okay, students. So I have told you the important questions also, and below this video, recapitulation video, there is a first video what I have given to, for this chapter topic is also there. You can go through it. Okay, students, have a nice day ahead.